Hey, I'm Kat, mom of 3 and founder of Ritual, the company setting a new standard in the supplement industry. When I was pregnant, I remember staring at my prenatal vitamins and thinking, what's in this stuff? All I found were vitamins high in heavy metals and lacking in the very essential nutrients we need. So we scoured the world for the best quality ingredients, backed by clinical studies, third-party tested, and Ritual's Essential Prenatal was born. Join our family of skeptics with 40% off your first month when you visit ritual.com/podcast.
Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Hello, everybody. My name's Joel. We are the Dice Modifiers. We are a actual play podcast where we kind of try and take you along with the adventures that we do. A lot of one shots.
The lights get a little bit brighter. A couple of the screens start to flicker on.
It's haunted.
It's haunted.
Hey, friend, can you be quiet for a second? We're trying to find our ship.
Excuse me. My father, Frederick, sent me here
Frederick.
to man the ship, and he was going to assign me a crew.
Hey, this is Andrew. Cole's going to be homebrewing a D&D campaign on the continent of Sersha, where we all hunt down magic swords.
Yeah, I have been here before. I didn't play it on the 10-year-old with a knife sticking out, though, right where I teleported.
Hey guys, Amy here. Our other campaign is a sci-fi Firefly and a Blade Runner inspired story using the Traveler campaign.
There's a like a force field on that, like a little, so nothing can get through. Do you know what a force field is?
I'll look it up later. Continue.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Check us out anywhere that you get podcasts, including Spotify and Alexa, because she knows who we are. And we hope to have you join our table soon.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. Hey,
now they're dead.
All of you managed to kill one.
Yeah, look at that. That's fun.
Hey, look at us.
We all contributed in our own way.
That's fun. We have fun.
We have fun here.
Yeah.
All right. So
and Victor's gonna pull out a little
doorway.
baggie of banana chips.
Banana chips.
He's gonna
So about that doorway.
Starving. You just throw a handful in your mouth, and you're just like,
that banana chips are really good, guys.
That was really good.
And that is 6, 8
Covered in
healing, so
skin.
that gets me back up to my max of 58 because I lost all my 10
Nice.
hit points.
Yeah.
Nice, banana chips is good.
Tim the Ghoul Man Stodge.
Tim the Ghoul Man Taylor.
Tim the Dual Man known for eating banana chips.
The way you were just grumbling, it just sounded like he's just like, just under his breath.
Oh,
all right.
So good.
So yeah, you're in this
You know,
room.
like stroke the tie while I'm
I guess
eating
it's. Yeah.
It's some sort of subconscious thing, like I'm satisfying the tie. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. So Yeah, so this room is, I guess, kind of. I mean, it looks like there is some valuable stuff in here. I mean, especially valuable in the sense of like archaeological find and stuff like that. But it does look more like just your normal, common, like everyday living items that a pharaoh would have. Not necessarily like treasure, riches, and gold kind of stuff, but it does look nice for what it is.
Yeah.
And then you have that doorway on the opposite side of the room from where y'all came in.
All right. Do we want to move on? See what else this guy's got in store for us?
To be perfectly honest, no, but that kind of mentality doesn't pay the bills around here.
Yes, I suppose we are only 40% done with our job here.
Yep.
Yep, 2 down, 3 to go.
All right. So you go into the next room.
I'm not touching this treasure. Yeah, no, I'm not touching a single thing in this room.
Yeah.
The cursed Pharaoh's treasure.
The cursed mummy treasure. Nothing good has happened since we got here. Not a single thing.
No.
No, I take that back.
How did this start? Someone took a gem. Let's leave this stuff alone.
I take that back. One good thing
Except nobody took the gem.
The gem took him.
You got to eat banana chips. That was the good thing that happened.
And the gem was there.
Exactly.
The gem's still there.
Victor finally got some bananas. That's the good thing that happened. And we met Safari.
But y'all
Chin
did
here.
think that the gem was taken at the
We
beginning.
did think the gem was taken, but as it turns out, it wasn't.
Yeah. All right. So y'all go into the next room?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Some damn
All right.
ghosts.
So you enter this room, and inside the room, there is a sarcophagus.
6 more of those things.
No. There is a sarcophagus.
A
Is the
sarcophagus.
Outside of this room.
opened?
No, it is not open.
Good, I think.
But there's no other doorway in this room. It ends in this room. There are there's like some stands, like torch stands,
okay.
kind of deal inside the room.
Okay.
And it does look like there was torches that on closer inspection it looked like it was torches that had burned like recently, like within a month, that were placed inside of these stands. And
Stands in Egypt, you say?
Stands, huh?
JoJo.
Don't worry about it. More JoJo references.
Oh, okay.
I was reassuring that maybe some audience members who listen to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
But yeah, like the torches aren't covered in dust like everything else is. You definitely see footprints, and the footprints all seem to like congregate and end at the foot of the sarcophagus, and then there's
Or they were eaten.
but there is
by the
footprints
mummy.
all over the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking closer at the sarcophagus, is there a spot for a gem on the sarcophagus? Like in the headdress of the sarcophagus? Okay.
Oh, there is a gem in the headdress, yeah, just like everything else.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
It is there.
Is it a picture of it or a real gem?
Yeah. It's a real gem, yeah.
Okay.
Like it's a real gem in the sarcophagus, like it's got jewels and stuff, but it does have that red gem that's in all depictions of this pharaoh.
Looking around at this sarcophagus, does there seem to be any like scraping marks, like maybe somewhere around like where the lid of it like is? Like,
There's scraping marks on the ground around the foot of the sarcophagus on both sides. That kind of like it's like a semicircle kind of.
On both sides, you say?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Concerning.
Okay, so I pull out a fire extinguisher. No.
Well, I suppose that there's probably some other trapdoor or mechanism that opens this thing, or maybe we just need to brute force it.
Brute force, you say?
But other than that, there's all kinds of jars and stuff around the place, like there would be in a sarcophagus room.
Yes, Victor,
Okay,
they're
are there
delicacy
any-
jars.
Are there any like writings on the wall or anything like that we can understand? You know, any sort of pictograms showing us something horrible happening to people that look just like us?
Touch sarcophagus, bad die.
Okay, so again, you see people worshiping the Pharaoh, like similar to the pictures that Victor had seen earlier. Whenever the face changed, you see this Pharaoh, and he's got that starry face, and not the face with the gem, with actual like a human face. But you see it, and it's bigger in this room, like. The mass is worshiping, and then you have the favored ones that are worshiping as well. And this Pharaoh is massive compared to the rest of them. And in this depiction of him, he's not fully like human form. He's more like part animal, part cat kind of thing. And he's got a blank face with just a starry depiction on his face instead of a face.
I think he's overcompensating for something.
Well, I mean, perhaps undercompensating. I mean, it seems like he's just trying to hide the fact that he's a cat.
What? Yeah, you know what? If I was a cat, I would try to hide myself. I'd be very embarrassed.
You can further inspect this. You can further inspect that.
I will inspect that.
Sure.
Or actually,
I will as well.
You notice that. Oh, go ahead.
As long as it
I'm
doesn't
gonna give this to y'all. You don't have to. I'm not making y'all roll because y'all.
Okay.
You've seen stuff like this already, so you're kind of knowing what to look for at this point. And it does look like there's multiple areas on this picture that it looks like it does flip, but like pressing on it, it doesn't flip it. It's like something has to make it do it somewhere else.
Okay.
Aleister's going to look around for cat statues.
Of course.
Okay.
Naturally.
There's a jar that has a cat head as the lid of the jar. Actually, there's like 10 of them.
And you knock
there's
it
like
over.
10 jars. There's 10 jars with cat head like lids, and they're like a little bit bigger than you, Aleister.
Fight the urge to not knock it over. Do it.
He's like patting at it with his front paw. He's just like tapping it, testing it out.
But none of them have like any kind of gems or anything on the heads.
No. They're jars. They're not connected to anything. They're just dust-covered jars with cat heads as the lids. But you can look further.
Yeah, he's gonna keep looking around, like.
No. Are you looking further into the jars? Like, are you taking the lids off or anything like that?
You know what? Like, it's one of those things where I think it's probably the most reasonable for the character to actually do it. Despite me, Richard, already having like a good idea of what's going on here.
I'm waiting for you to do the cat thing where you try to put your entire body inside of the jar.
I'm waiting for nothing else to happen, so we have to touch that gem. That's what I'm waiting for.
And if Aleister knew what Richard knows about this stuff, Aleister would not want to open these jars or mess with them at all.
Yeah.
Not even because of like a scared thing, just out of respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think not knowing any of that stuff, Aleister would probably like mage hand open one of the jars.
All right, so you mage hand, you pull off the lid, you're holding the lid up, and you use your head and look inside the jar.
You mean you
Like
mean I don't use my tail and look inside the jar? Like,
yeah. I mean, I guess you can tilt it, but like you have to like, because it's a little bit bigger than you, so you have to like kind of get up and like very curious cat kind of thing and stick your head inside the jar to look into it, and you see a mummified cat inside of the jar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. I didn't mean to intrude.
It doesn't respond.
Nah, it's all good, man.
Who are you talking to,
Aleister's going to replace the top on the urn.
Okay, yeah. You're able to replace it.
Well, it seems that there may have been some cats that were put to rest here, so to speak.
Damn. Guess they don't like cats.
I wonder if they know anything.
Maybe that's why they're attacking us. Maybe it's because of you.
Well, on the contrary, I would imagine that if somebody put an urn here with like a cat head on it specifically, it seems like a place of honor. I mean, unlike these other ones that don't even have any kind of thing on their urn.
So,
I mean, who knows what kind of worthless things might be buried there.
So if you died, you would find it respectful if we put you in an urn.
Well, yes, I suppose it would be somewhat respectable, considering that the urn itself is very ornate and respectful, and also depicts cats.
Victor, do we have any pickle jars? Not on us, just like in general. Do we have any like at the DDA?
There might be a couple in the pantry. I don't know.
How do you not know it's in the pantry? You're like in there all the time.
The stuff's in and out of there so often, I don't keep track. I just cook
like, have you seen how big the pantry is?
I just start flinging out cabinets. Just like, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. That'll just close
it. All right. Is anybody else wanting to do anything? All these things have been pointed out.
Any other gems?
Are all the gems the same color?
They're
all red gems, right?
No. Like the only things that stand out to y'all after investigating and everything is the torches have been lit recently. Like the torches had been put in there and lit in recent time.
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't old torches.
Gotcha.
And they are completely burned up. The scraping on the ground that creates like a semicircle on that's at the bottom on both sides of the sarcophagus. The wall definitely has those things that turn around, but pressing them doesn't turn them around. And there's dead cats in the cat jars.
How many dead cats in the cat jars again?
Well, there's 10 jars.
There's 10 jars. 10. Yeah, 10 dead cats.
So we know that it's not one cat.
Well, I mean, it could be one cat, but I mean, he only looks in one.
It's at least jars. 2 cats, like worth of jars.
It would max out at 9 jars for
at least 2 cats worth of jars.
Yeah.
It's a lot of jars.
At least 2 cats.
I think Aleister, without anything else cat related to look into, is probably going to kind of go back to like his earlier like thought/instinct and just start kind of pushing against the foot of the sarcophagus to see if he can get it to turn.
Okay.
With his kitty string.
I think even with a nat 20, you wouldn't be able to like push it open. So
wait, what'd you say?
But
what if all
you
three
still
of us
see
pushed it at the same time, and we all roll, and we add them up,
and we all rolled a nat 20.
We could try.
Yeah, like y'all spending time and working on it together and like trying to open this like with brute force, it doesn't move.
Does anyone else see any other option than to mess with that gem?
Well, no, not really.
No, I don't. That I
All right, well,
see.
just in case, everyone stand back, and I'll touch that one too.
Now,
all right, so you touched the gem.
You did the last one.
I'm using my wraps from far away. I'm not within reaching arm's distance of that sarcophagus.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah.
So you touch the gem. It doesn't move. It doesn't press in. It doesn't do anything. It's just a gem that's inlaid inside of this sarcophagus.
What a buzzkill.
Didn't work.
Well, there is perhaps one other option, although I don't think that you'll like it any more than I do.
What's that?
We could try to open the sarcophagus.
So I will point this out, like while y'all have been trying to open it with like brute strength, like what looks like a lid isn't actually a lid.
Oh, it's not?
No.
No, Aleister.
Is it just like a solid piece?
Yeah. The top is like a solid piece, but like
we have to
when y'all were trying to like
open like the statues.
When y'all were like trying to force it open, you did notice that there's like a crack, like y'all might have tried to like shove something in it, but you couldn't get anything in it and pry it open or anything. But it kind of goes like the crack goes from the bottom up and then like goes back or over the top of it in like a design, but Yeah, everything y'all have tried, you can't get into it and like pry it open. But you do know that it separates because of those circles.
Right.
But you just don't, you haven't figured out how to open it.
Okay, so here's another thought. Does anybody have a torch on them?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as we're aware, there's only one thing that we know for certain happened in here before we got here. And that is that torches were placed in and burned down.
I guess we could light the
Do the
torches
torches that are in there, do they look like they could just be relit, the torches that are already there? Or do we
No,
need to
they've been burned
resupply?
up. They've been completely burned up.
How many torches were there?
4.
Did you have some, Max?
I've
got 9.
I have 5.
So, okay.
So 2 and 2.
What's the issue?
Yeah, 2 and 2. So like we'll just go on each side of the room, and Victor's gonna light up 2 torches and stick them in his slots. I assume Julian will do the same.
Julian will do the same on the other side.
Just chunk the old burnt up torches on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like they got left behind, like, and it just like burned it up. All right, so you light up all the torches.
The Zelda music plays. The puzzle is solved.
You notice as like the torches get put in, there's some like reflective parts in the wall. It looked like it had already been brushed away from any dust buildup or anything like that, and the lights just kind of like hit the reflections, and you start seeing all the blocks on the wall that looks like they could move. They all start turning over, and they are all appearing over top of the favored ones, and it's just like flipping. It's like it's like domino sound kind of deal. As they're all just
almost
flipping
like
over.
One of the like arrival departure things, like at the like bus station.
Yeah,
yeah. It's like that. Okay. Yeah, and they're all just flipping. And what you see in this new picture is it looks like based on like what you know about like the curse and everything, is that it looks like there's like this energy coming from the favored ones and going into the Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh doesn't change. The Pharaoh still has that starry face, but like all the blocks flipping over, it's like their life force is going into him. And like as that all flips out or flips over and everything, and then you hear a loud clank noise on the sarcophagus, like an unlocking kind of noise, and then it starts separating again and opens up, and you look down it, and there is stairs going down.
Ooh, we gotta go further downstairs.
Hello, Aleister here. So, it would seem that there are a number of cats that are here and eternally shrined, and some kind of very respectful display, it would seem. I kind of thought for a moment that perhaps the sarcophagus, as it were, maybe contained some type of a human, which I suppose would maybe make sense. You have several cats worthy of a burial like this, and maybe the occasional human probably did something like take care of the cats. I suppose that is very commendable. But as it turns out, there was never any human in there at all. Just stairs that lead further down. Probably to more resting places for amazing cats, I'm sure. I mean, let's face it, why go through the trouble of building a temple this grand and, quite frankly, amazing when you consider the engineering feats that would have had to have gone into it at the time? I mean, really, humans can't possibly be good enough for that kind of treatment, so it must have been for cats, and really there's no two ways about it. But in any case, all music was written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios, with additional music from Dark Fantasy Studios. You can find links to all of our social media and our Discord. We have our own Discord now, you know. And maybe Patreon if you feel like maybe giving us a little bit of money. I mean, of course, it is not necessary, but there are a number of goodies and presents that we have for you if you do decide that that is what you would like to do. All of that can be found at Microphones and Monsters or just mikesandmonsters.com. Thank you so much for listening in, and I hope you'll join us next time on Microphones and Monsters.